again, Mary from Kiribati. And for background information, the Investment Promotion Division in Kiribati comprises of only 5 staff: a senior investment officer, 1 marketing officer, 1 information officer, 1 aftercare and compliance officer, and the assistant investment officer. Today I'll be presenting on the Kiribati investment initiatives, but I will be more focused on our performance on the attraction. Compared to the Cook Island, due to the scarcity of resources in Kiribati, it is very unfortunate that we don't have investment promotional video and other marketing materials. But I would like to acknowledge the support from PPIU that will be part. These activities will be part of our next next financial year, the activities, financial year 23-24, this financial year and next financial year 24-25. That is, we sought assistance from PPIU regarding our project proposal with incorporate, among other things, the development of our investment attraction strategy. Although despite the fact that we lack the resources to comprehend the above, this does not mean that Kiribati have not done anything. So what is Kiribati is doing to attract foreign investment? First, the journey for Kiribati with its investment regime is a long one, noting that Kiribati took more than 3 decades to undertake the necessary steps and embark on its legislative reform. The Foreign Investment Act 1985 was rebuilt, and now we have an existing Foreign Investment Act 2018. With this new act, the following key elements have improving assisting Kiribati to promote our attraction effort. The new act provides a streamlined process, the right of recourse to Kiribati justice system to settle dispute, the right to remit earnings overseas and repatriate capital, the protection of property rights, the non-discrimination of foreign investors on the ground of nationality, and the right of our foreign investors to appeal to the investment appeal panel if they are dissatisfied with the decision of the registrar. In that same year, in order to support the legislative reform, the Kiribati launched its National Investment Policy Framework 2018 to 2028. Also in this financial year, there are investment attraction strategy that will be developed with the assistance of PPIU, the capacity building for attracting investment, the grant to support our activities, our Kiribati investment marketing materials. The aim of the policy is to provide a conducive investment environment. Next. So how do we work with the private sectors? Kiribati takes the initiative to enhance its public-private partnership through dialogue engagement with the KCCI. The KCCI, we have a good relationship with the KCCI, which represent the KCCI in Kiribati represent the private sectors. And the ministry also support the KCCI through engaging the one staff to assist as a CEO, providing the secondment arrangement to the CEO position. And we also, the investment division, facilitate the business matchmaking between the private sector and foreign investors. So what works well in our context? The ongoing program that Kiribati is currently undertaking should continue to keep up with the investment dynamics. As you might aware, the investment is cross-cutting. Due to Kiribati lack the resource, therefore government agencies work in silos, but it's not effective. So in order to strengthen the inter-agency collaboration, the government established the Investment Facilitation Committee, and this is chaired by the Secretary for the Ministry of Tourism, Commerce, Industry and Commerce, and Cooperatives. Sorry. And its members are senior responsible officers, mostly secretaries from our key government ministries, particularly our key economic sectors. The Investment Facilitation Committee has been working on establishing the investment incentive packages, which will likely to be published by end of May this year. In addition to that, what works well is our legislative reform. The reform helps to streamline the process. Before the reviewing our act, we normally acquire decision within 6 months to 1 year. But now with the new act, for investment with the starting capital is up to 250,000. The decision can be conveyed within 1 to 3 days. And for those investment with their capital above 250,000, this will be the decision can be conveyed within up to 30 working days. I think that is all from ours. And if you have any question now.
I'll come to this corner without. So Niue always does things maybe back to front, but in this area the question was, how do you work with private sector? So Niue works with private sector by bringing private sector along, and then Frank goes, you get up first to do a presentation that we just sort of talked about over there, because I was told he was the one to do the presentation. But it's okay, because we have shown the realities of how we work on Niue, and sometimes how our connections and disconnections always somehow come together for the betterment of our country, of course. So my presentation is really based on the private sector's view, how we would like the investment and trade and economic planning to work with private sector, and it's to use one of our own Niue Ocean-wide project, which was established by an NGO, which is similar to the Niue Chamber of Commerce. So I'm the CEO for the Niue Chamber of Commerce. We have like 300 plus members, but we are the mandated organisation recognised by government to represent nationally and regionally Niue's private sector. So we have a very close working relationship with government, and in many areas. It's not a bed of roses, it's not smooth flowing, that's the reality. It's really work in progress all the time. But just to understand where we are, some of our disconnects, is Kiribati had mentioned, government ministries should all understand that we're all in this together, and they need to actually work together and share that information around the potential investment. Cook Islands, I totally agree where the tourism comes in, because that message of investment and the message of our countries as a destination needs to be the same, so that it's in sync, so that we're not having different messages about our country as opposed to another organisation. So I like the idea of that tourism input, and many of our businesses in Chamber is tourism. On another hat that I alluded to is the treasurer for the Tofia Niue, which is an NGO. So we've created a partnership with government to carry out the project that was set up under Tofia Niue which is Niue ocean-wide. And this is where we were looking at sustainable financing, a mechanism where we have people, and preferably our diaspora in New Zealand and Australia, where they can have an opportunity to contribute back home through in short terms, buying a piece of blue real estate. So we've protected a piece of area in our ocean, 127,000 square kilometres, and we've monetized that out. So into $250 New Zealand dollars per square kilometre, where people can purchase as a sponsorship. That money goes into a trust, and that trust is the money is invested by people that the experts who come in and invest, and the interest from that goes back into the communities, private sector, government.